Pizza and summer go hand in hand in Houston. Whether you're enjoying a slice by the pool or on a patio as the weather cools down, it's a staple. But with so many incredible options and styles of pizzas to pick from in H-Town, it can be overwhelming picking the right one. So I wanted to play back an episode from earlier this year where lead producer Dina Kesbeh, newsletter editor Brooke Lewis, and producer AK Al-Moumen gave their best recommendations in the 713 to known pizza hater and our producer Carlignon Jones in hopes of maybe you finding some inspiration as well in picking that perfect summer slice. It's June 13th. I'm Rahil Ramsnali, and here's what Houston's talking about.
AK, Brooke, Dina, are y'all ready to talk about pizza?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I don't like pizza, so I'm going to need y'all to do some convincing here because
Oh my
Who
God.
doesn't like pizza?
I can't get into it. The red sauce is my problem. That's the problem.
That's all
Have
of
you-
pizza.
That's all pizza. That pizza is also. Wait, have you watched Abbott Elementary, Carly?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Abbott Elementary is phenomenal. Love Abbott Elementary. But one of the characters in the show, they had an entire episode about him trying to hide the fact that he doesn't like pizza because people get creeped out by the fact that like everyone likes pizza. So it's like weird when you meet someone who doesn't like pizza. So the entire episode is about him hiding the fact that he doesn't like pizza.
Is this an embarrassing fact or something? Like, I just thought it was pretty normal. Like,
No, that is not normal.
It is not normal, and that is why they devoted a whole episode around that fact. Because I have not met anybody that does not like pizza until today, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to hold
Yeah.
it fully against you. We're just going to try to convince you to come to this side.
You know what? Actually,
Come to
I'm
the
going to put
light.
y'all. Yeah, she said come to the light. I'm going to put y'all onto something that is like even better. So like if I eat pizza, I order it from either Mod and I go get the Alfredo sauce and sometimes I'll put pesto sauce at the bottom of it and then stuff it with all the toppings and everything. Really good. Or I'll order from Domino's and get garlic Parmesan sauce at the bottom and do like chicken and spinach on top. Now that's really, really good too.
Actually, my roommate does that. My roommate does that a
Yes.
lot. My
See?
roommate does that a lot.
It's not abnormal.
That is. Look, Domino's is like if you're desperate. All the amazing Houston spots.
Oh my gosh.
That's where I would go.
It is like really, really desperate.
Yeah, see, Brooke is team desperate, right?
Oh my gosh. Now I'm weird and desperate.
No, it is. I feel like Domino's, I mean, we just have so many great spots that you could try above Domino's. I mean, I'm a Pizza Hut girl, but
Okay.
I'm only going to go to Pizza Hut if I can't go to any of the other places or I'm running last minute.
Same.
Okay, I want y'all to try to convince me on where I should go here in the city and try. Since you are the avid pizza lover, Brooke, we'll start with you. What are your top places in Houston to get a slice of pizza?
Okay, there's so many. But I will say the spot that really lives in my brain all the time is Cultivare. And I think it's just because going to Cultivare is a whole experience in itself. So it's not like I can have their pizza that often because it is a little bit more pricey, but it is so worth it.
Okay, what's pricey though? How high is high?
So I will say that it's pricey. It's for a night when you want to treat yourself and you just want to have a good night, even if it's just you taking yourself out to dinner because you just want to have a good pizza night. So Cultivare is number one for me. But I also found a pizza place during the pandemic. So I had this whole thing. I think this is when I really fell in love with pizza was during the pandemic as a way to just brighten my week. I would have a pizza night every Friday and I would order pizza from a different place in Houston. And so I started to get familiar with a lot of different pizza places. And surprisingly, Bella Green rose to the top of the pizza places that I tried. Now, I know some people were like, what? Bella Green, it's known for its like healthy, like salad. Sandwiches. Yes. But their pizzas are so, so good. There's a pizza there at Bella Green called the Home Slice, and it is so good. You guys, it is so good. I know you're like, why is it so good? I don't know. There's something about it's just like if you want a simple kind of pepperoni pizza, but it's just it doesn't taste like just like any regular old pepperoni. Get the home slice from Bella Green.
Mhm.
And you won't be disappointed. But they also have a lot of other selections.
Their most famous pizza is the fig and pig, right? I always
Yes.
The
hear about the
what?
fig and
What is
pig.
that?
What?
Yes, I actually haven't had that one. I think it's because for me, I don't really like the mixture of fig on my pizza sounds a little weird. Like the
That's
fig
weird.
jam.
Yeah.
Could y'all explain fig and pig real quick though? Like, what is
So
that?
Mhm.
it has fig jam,
Mm,
mozzarella, parmesan, goat cheese, and prosciutto.
this sounds worse than the red sauce. Oh my God, what's going on?
No, I promise you, it's not bad. It also depends on how you fall on the debate of pizza and flatbread. Like when does a
Yes.
flatbread turn into a pizza, and when does pizza turn into a flatbread? Like where you
Okay.
land on that spectrum. But like if you've ever been to Postino's, they have like this amazing like fig jam flatbread. Like one of their boards is a fig jam. Fig jam is
That is
underrated.
really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what
it's
board you're talking about.
Yep,
It's
it's
very good.
super underrated. I promise you, it's very underrated. The texture is like sweetish. It has a
Mm,
sweetness to it, but it's also
mhm.
like it's like a little more dense. It has a density to it. That's really
Pizza
nice.
should not be sweet though. That's like my one
Yeah.
rule. Like no pineapples on pizza.
No, Dina, you cannot be a
Okay.
pineapple
Okay.
denier.
So I was
Oh,
about to say.
I'm a pineapple denier, but that's
What
okay.
is
That
Thank you.
it's like not the place for pizza. Like, why am I having fruit on my
Mhm.
pizza?
It's not
I'm
that
here to
bad.
eat unhealthy. I'm here to not think about fruit and
Exactly.
pineapples. Just
This is
like
offensive to me?
It's not. Yeah, I was about to say, it's not that bad.
Look, Carly says it's not that bad.
Pineapple is top 3 toppings
No.
Oh,
all
top 3?
time.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't ever go that far, but it's not that bad.
the number one prompt I hate seeing on dating apps is I like pineapple on my pizza. And there's something about that that is constant on dating apps. And I'm not the only person. Talked about this with other friends. There are so many guys that are like, I like pineapple on pizza as if it's an ironic fact. But apparently a lot of them like it. So I'm like,
I
it's
love
not
it.
ironic.
I
Just
love it.
stop putting it on your dating app profile.
I love it.
Get a
I'm a
swipe
huge
left.
fan of the
Yes.
pineapple on my pizza. That sweetness and savoriness combo, it's just too good to miss out. But I did spend like I think my like the back end of my college career was entirely like pineapple covered pizza. So I haven't actually
Mm.
had pineapple covered pizza in like a year. I haven't had it as a topping in like a year because it got
He
too
said a
much.
year, like as if that's not long. I mean, like a long time ago. I thought he was gonna be like, oh, like years and years. He's like, oh, 1
Oh
year.
no. That I would not disrespect the pineapple like that.
And I'm like, I've never had it. Like I've gone my whole 30 years of life without having pineapple on pizza.
And if you've never had pineapple on pizza, Brooke, you can't say like that you don't like it. You gotta try it first.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Ooh.
it's just the idea of it is I think enough for me. Just thinking about looking at it. I definitely and I may have I think, when I'm with friends and they order the pizza, I think I've probably had a piece of it, but just like and then I was like, yeah, no. So it's not it's you guys can't convince me, unfortunately.
You guys can't
Okay.
convince
I
me.
have to say that right now I'm not convinced about this pizza, this fig pizza, and all this stuff y'all have going on. So I'm gonna let AK try.
Okay.
AK, what are
Okay.
your places to go?
I'm gonna go with actually Cultivari's like sister location, which is kind of like their cheaper option, I guess. It's
Mhm.
Vinny's. They're both owned by apparently the same company. They're both like Houston local. Vinny's is off of Edo, so it's right on that strip where like that poke place is at, where Rodeo Goat is at, where like all those bars are at, like Neil's and stuff like that. Uh, and the amazing part about Vinny's is it's all counter service and it's New York style pizza. So like its biggest competition is probably going to be like Frank's. But the best part about Vinny's is that they do all their pizza in a stone oven. And it's New York style
Oh, I
pizza
love
in a
that.
stone oven, and it's so good. It comes out like crispy, just to the right amount, chewy, the right bits. It's so good. And their pizza didn't like go that like high in price. Like they're not super expensive. You could get a whole pizza, like a whole cheese pizza or a whole pepperoni pizza. Their cheese pizza is like $16 and their whole pepperoni pizza is like $23. And it doesn't really go above that. If you're like a ranch lover, their CBR, their chicken bacon and ranch, is like phenomenal, but it's one of their more expensive pizzas. But they have all types of varieties. They have pizzas with chorizo on them. They have pizzas with like all types of like high-end like beef, like Angus beef and like pepperonata. Like it's fancy, but it's not super fancy. It feels like you're eating at like a corner pizza store in New York.
Okay, this is sounding good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Oh.
interested. Yeah, it
Yes.
sounds pretty good.
Mm.
All the different meat toppings and stuff.
Mhm.
The oven. Like, yeah. Okay. I'm with this one.
A valid.
Oh.
I understand. Like Vinny's, at first I was iffy. I was like, what is this Frank's ripoff? And then I stopped eating I used to work at one of the restaurants there, and I
Mhm.
stopped eating at my own restaurant because I'd be eating at
Ooh.
Vinny's every day.
Oh.
So like
Oh.
amazing. I love Vinny's. Vinny's is phenomenal. Then on the other spectrum, if we want to go fancy, if you want to have a fancy night out, you want to have Italian style pizza, you want a person who like enjoys like New York style pizza or like pan style pizza to be like, no, we're eating flatbread right now, but it's actually pizza.
Mhm.
Pizzaro's has a couple of locations around town. They're still not that much more expensive than a whole pizza at Vinny's, to be honest, but they're smaller portions. So for you to share, you probably have to order 2 pizzas. But
Mhm.
each one of their pizzas is like $21, $22, $23. And it's
Okay.
like these like very specific like Italian style. My favorite is the margherita. They put this like
Ooh.
house-made mozzarella on top, and it's like in little squares, and it kind of melts all over the thing. It's amazing.
You're making me
The
so
flavors are-
hungry. I freaking love mozzarella, like when it's fresh on pizza.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it is
Mhm.
fresh on the Pizarro pizza. It's so good. Also, we've been having a debate about Pizarro is up there in our friend group's mind of the best ranch dressing that's provided with your pizza or at any location. Like they might have the best ranch dressing as a dipping sauce
And
in
I love
Houston.
ranch. I'm a ranch
Oh
girl.
my god, this is a whole other conversation with ranch. All the debate of who's got the best ranch.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. They also have a pizza of the day, which is like this rotating pizza that they do, and it is at market value because they're fancy.
Mm.
Also, they've been doing this thing where like most pizza places have been doing, which is this like Detroit style pizza.
Can you explain that? What is Detroit? Yeah.
Detroit style pizza simply is just it's the cheese first and then the sauce on the top.
That's weird.
Oh
That's
my
weird.
God.
That's weird.
So
That is
Did we just
absolutely
blow your
disgusting.
mind, Carly?
Yeah. Yeah. They can keep it. They can keep that. Ew.
Too much sauce.
Whoa.
I don't know though. Like I'm like that sounds kind of good when I think about it.
No,
Because the
no.
sauce is so. I mean, the sauce is like. I know she's like that's the whole point of why I don't like pizza. But
Mhm.
I'm like the sauce is like some of the best part of the pizza. So I could see
That's-
that being kind of good. You're like getting the sauce first and then the cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It-
the
that is
ratio
Oh my
is like
God.
a little bit of sauce and then extra cheese.
Yes.
You know, they got to get the ratio right. That's what I
It's
feel.
extra
Yeah, I think
cheese?
it's right. That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
it's
Okay.
usually a strip in the middle of sauce, and then the rest is just cheese and pizza.
Mm.
And it's just I've had it.
We're like
I've had
giving
it
Carly a
because I was
stomach ache.
curious.
Yeah, I wish y'all could see my face over here. Like my face is all balled up and just like, ugh, just I'm disgusted. at the
I've had
moment.
it because I really wanted to try it, and it was surprisingly so good. It is really good. Like my roommate now will typically only order Detroit style pizza if he's ordering from a pizza spot that has Detroit style pizza because I like experimented with him trying it out, and he's obsessed. It's an obsession of his now.
Does he
So-
have a favorite Detroit style pizza place down here?
Oh, I shouldn't. My roommate is not a pizza aficionado. It's Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's Detroit style pizza is his favorite. So that's not really a part
He
of
does
this
not know pizza
conversation.
then.
I love that Pizza Hut is like the eggs out for him.
yeah, that's that. He's really going out of his
Oh
comfort
my.
zone by getting Pizza Hut's Detroit style pizza.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the 10.99 pizzas.
Yeah, I also have to shout out Love Buzz very quickly. If you're out there after midnight and you're trying to get a really nice slice of like a house-made dough that's in there, they make some of the craziest, most unique combinations of pizza you can find, and it changes I think every week or so. So every time you go in there and you get like one of their mystery slices, it's always like super good and it's very surprising. So yeah.
Now, AK got me a little closer to wanting to try things with the Vinny's place, but then you kind of lost me with the Detroit pizza. So we're half and half. Okay, Dina, this is up to you. Bring it home for me, please. You're the last hope.
I mean, I hope I deliver. It's gonna be me and my little boy Idris, who's gonna come up on mic maybe a few times.
Aww.
Love
Hello.
it. Hello.
So I have to say, my go-to favorite simple style cheese pizza is gonna be Frank's,
Okay.
and that's downtown. I love Frank's. I love that it's like kind of New York style, I would say. I feel like
Mhm.
any New Yorker listening to me is gonna probably come from a throat, but
Explain New York style, please. What is that? Is there sauce on top?
no, the sauce is not on top. It
Okay.
is the way it should be.
Okay.
the way God intended.
God intended it to be sauce and cheese. So it's thin, it's a bit crunchy, I want to say sometimes, not very doughy.
Okay.
Yeah, it has like a big crust on the back, like so the crust on the back is like really thick and crunchy, more so than
Yes.
just like soft and chewy. And
Doughy.
yeah, it's a thin sliced
Mm.
pizza
And the
usually.
cheese is so like the cheese to sauce ratio is
Yeah.
impeccable. I would
It's
say
impeccable.
they get it right. They
Mm.
get it
Especially
right.
at Frank's. Yeah, for sure. Frank's gets that ratio down pat. Also, they're usually like wider slices of pizza, so you can fold them.
Mm.
Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
always think of Frank's because of at the Houston Chronicle, whenever we had election night, that was the pizza that we had, and it was
Mhm.
so good. That was always like, if we're working a late night, I was looking forward to having Frank's
Yeah.
pizza.
Oh,
My fancy college nights were always like, let's order a whole pie from Frank's.
A
I
pie. Look
love
at you
that.
using those
And if
words.
you're, I will, can I like say one more that I wanted to mention and I forgot in my
Mhm.
first pizza persuasion was Home Slice. Home Slice is Austin based,
Yeah,
but
I've
it
had
is
that
now in
before.
Houston. It's now in
Yes.
Houston.
In Houston.
And so Carly, since you went to college in Austin, I feel like
Mhm.
you should give Home Slice a second try. And it's
Okay.
also amazing because the slices are big, like Frank's pizza, but it's just so affordable. Like I went
Mhm.
there on a Friday and I just got one slice of pizza and I think like a soda, and it was under 10 for my whole thing. And I mean, when can you spend under $10 for a meal in
Not
Houston?
these days. Yeah.
So it was really good. So I recommend it. I got the margarita slice of pizza,
Mhm.
and it brought me back to
Oh.
my Austin college days. So if you're looking for just good, if you remember the home slice in Austin, then this one is just as good here in Houston.
Okay.
Oh, I love home slice. But that one was not on my list. I'd say Frank's. Look, if you hate red sauce, Frank's is great because they don't put a lot of sauce. It's a
Okay.
really it doesn't overpower the pizza, I'd say.
Mhm.
Definitely worth a try. I would say another spot to go to that's like got different types of pizzas and one that I think you would enjoy is Star Pizza.
Okay.
Actually loved their chicken Alfredo pizza, even though I don't do like white sauce on pizza. I'm
Snaps.
a red sauce.
Okay.
So good. It's deep dish, so it's really Chicago style, and I
I
feel like
love
our
deep
Chicago
dish
sister
pizza.
station is like totally gonna come for my throat for saying that this is Chicago style.
I was about to say, do we have any good Chicago style pizza? I was wondering that. Okay.
Yes.
So Star Pizza is where to go.
But the cowbell was always my go-to. That one had like your basic, like your true barbecue beef brisket, slow cooked, really tender
Ooh.
on top of your
Mm.
pizza. And then you can add like barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese. And then if you want, red onions and pickles, which tastes amazing in like any brisket
Ooh.
sandwich.
Oh, that sounds
Mhm.
good. That sounds
Right?
really good. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Have I convinced you yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just as a like an addendum at the end, I do feel like chain pizzas put way too much sauce
Mhm.
under everything. Like
Yeah.
Dina and Brooke are right. Like the ratio is not always right with those
Mhm.
places. But these like more like home style cooking or like fancier, I don't know, dining experiences, whatever. Uh, they just tend to like the crust, the bread, and the cheese kind of get to take more of center stage on it. So the sauce isn't
Okay.
as overbearing on a lot of
Mhm.
these pizzas. So I'd recommend giving red sauce another try because it's not going to be as overbearing at a lot of these places. Like at Vinny's, that CBR pizza I told you about, you can barely taste the sauce.
Honestly, Empire Pizza is also a really good spot if you don't like red sauce. They're not super overpowering. It's so delicious.
Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
it is so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So delicious. And she's right. The sauce is not overpowering because
Mm-hmm.
I went there recently and I never had pizza at Empire before. And I was working on something and I ordered just like, I think it was the margarita pizza and it was so good, Carly. So
Mhm.
I'm like, that could be an option for you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Pink's Pizza. I know there are some people on
Oh
this. I
no,
know.
no,
Oh
Brooke,
no.
Ooh,
Brooke,
Some
they do
people
no,
not
on
like
this
that one.
call are gonna
no,
some people
no.
are gonna make a noise like they just did about Pink's Pizza. But Pink's Pizza is I will stand by Pink's, okay? I will stand by Pink's until I leave this earth because it is so
No!
it's good. It's good.
No,
And you can get a
Pink's
slice of pizza. You can get just one slice. I love when you can just get a slice and it's not that expensive.
I'm not going to
Mhm.
admonish an earnest, honest business in Houston. I want to see all of them thrive, but it's just, I like Pink. Shout out to you for surviving. Like you're doing the Lord's work, but like, yeah, it's never going to make my top 5.
Yeah,
Man,
same. Mm-mm.
I had Pink's at my birthday and no one complained. Everyone ate it. It was
No one
gone.
complained.
It was gone. It was gone. I feel like it was out and in 20 minutes later it was gone. So
Ah,
if that doesn't make a case, I think that makes a case.
I mean, there's people that eat Little Caesars at birthday parties too.
I I will not put Pink's Pizza on the same level as Little Caesars. Let's not be crazy. Let's not. That's like shots fired. Like let's not be crazy.
Bing, bing.
But Pink's Pizza. I mean, I just can't, I've never met people with so much like
we
passion
went to
and
U of H. We went to U of H. It's just going to U of H. It was a droopy pizza. It's
okay,
just,
so
Yeah.
maybe it's the one on the U of H, like near U of H's campus, because I guess
yeah.
the one I'm talking about is off of Bissonnette, like the one by the
Mm.
Buffalo Speedway
Maybe that's
HEB.
different.
So maybe that's
Mm.
what maybe y'all just had a bad experience because that's where I get it from that Bissonnette location.
So the Pink's on campus. It's on campus.
Yes.
So
Okay.
everyone that
Mm.
worked there was a student.
Student. Makes sense. Okay, that's
Okay,
why.
it's all coming together.
We're not
Maybe-
gonna bash these people
It's
because
all
of
coming
U of
together.
H
But
students. No,
it's just
not fair.
your freshman year at U of H, you're like, there's a pizza spot that makes
Mhm.
like their pizza in house on campus,
Oh,
and
okay.
then the experience, you immediately become like extremely like disillusioned.
Okay, I
Oh my
want
gosh.
the homework of this from this podcast is I want you guys to go to the Bissonnette location for Pink's Pizza and tell
Okay.
me your thoughts.
Okay.
Mhm, you will
I
report
wanna-
back.
Yeah,
Yes.
will.
for sure.
Okay, y'all, this has been fun. I swear I'm gonna go try some of these places out. Y'all convinced me to at least give it another try for sure.
Yay. Pizza wins again.
Yay.
Nice.
That was lead producer Dina Kesbeh, newsletter editor Brooke Lewis, and producers Carlignon Jones and AK Al-Moumen. We've listed all of the recommendations in our show notes. Before we go, JJ Watt, one of the greatest Houston Texans ever, is getting his well-deserved spot in the Texans Ring of Honor. Watt accomplished pretty much everything you can as a player from a defensive standpoint, including Defensive Player of the Year awards to All-Pro selections, and of course made a huge impact on the city outside of football with his legendary Hurricane Harvey fundraiser. The Texans will hold a ceremony on October 1st before their game against the Steelers, who, by the way, have TJ Watt, JJ's brother, on the roster, so it'll be a family affair in honoring JJ Watt. Hey, do you want even more news and events about Houston every morning? Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, Hey Houston, at houston.citycast.fm or click on the link in our show notes. That will do it for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new.
Pizza for life.
Yes, pizza for life.
Except no pineapple on pizza, because that's just
Stop
nasty.
it. Stop it.
That's
Yeah.
Stop it. I will not
nasty.
have the slander.